Okay, so you want to turn Instagram, into this lead generating powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But while you're, busy perfecting that latest post, are you kind of overlooking a gold mine? We're talking about a platform, right, with like over 2 billion users.
Yeah,
That's not just a big number.
it's huge.
It's a potential audience larger than most countries.
Yeah, it's true. For many businesses, Instagram represents this massive and largely untapped pool of potential customers.
And here's the thing, these aren't just passive users, right?
Yeah.
The research that you shared shows that people are on Instagram throughout the week, scrolling, engaging, and yes, even open to discovering new brands and businesses like yours. Um, it's not like email where, people are often just checking it for work. This is about capturing attention in those in-between moments, right?
So exactly. And it offers this space, for that less formal, more personal touch that I think is, so powerful in today's marketing landscape. You have the chance to connect with your audience in a way that feels, I guess, organic and authentic, which can be far more effective than traditional advertising.
Now, I know from experience that like sending out individual messages, it can feel like a full-time job.
Oh, yeah.
The source we were looking at even mentioned like someone spending a full hour just to send like 50 messages.
Yeah. And I mean,
It's not scalable, right?
for most people,
Right. So if we want to unlock the power of Instagram for, generating leads, we need to work smarter, not harder, I think is
Yeah.
takeaway there.
and that's where automation comes in, right?
Exactly. But, it's it's important to, I think, approach automation ethically and strategically. Think of it like this. So Instagram has, certain rules in place to prevent spam, right? Like you can only send a limited number of direct messages.
Right. Per day and per hour.
Makes sense. Yeah, they want to keep the platform, good experience for everyone.
Precisely. And that's where automation tools come in.
Okay.
They're designed to work within those limits, not to bypass them.
Gotcha.
So it's about, automating the process, but still respecting the platform's guidelines.
So it's like having a super efficient assistant, right?
Right.
Who knows all the rules and is making sure you're playing by them.
Exactly. And that frees you up to focus on, I think the more strategic aspects of your outreach, like, crafting those compelling messages and actually engaging with your audience.
Which brings us to, I think, a crucial point here, right? It's not just about automating the process of outreach. It's also about crafting the right message. It's like we wouldn't walk into a crowded room and just start shouting random things at people, hoping that someone is going to be interested,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's the same with Instagram outreach.
It really is. It's about quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Um,
I need to jump in here real quick. Hope you're all enjoying this video. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and let you know that we've launched a exclusive private community for content creators, brands, entrepreneurs, and the brave solo entrepreneurs out there that want to learn how to grow their digital brand or digital business and start making money in 2025. We're going to give you guys the strategies and the techniques that we use to grow this faceless brand. So for example, what we did to take this YouTube channel to 60,000 plus subscribers in under 90 days. Now, if that interests you, below you're going to find a link to the Tasty Robots community. Members are going to get a special bonus that will save them thousands of dollars in multiple app subscriptions, time, and hassle. Once you've joined, you're going to receive access to one of the best marketing platforms and CRMs available. The same platform and CRM that we use every day for our business. So go down there, guys. Be sure to check that out. And also, if you want any of my freebies or downloadable quick start guides, you're going to see a link down there to that as well. And if you have any questions or want to reach out to us directly, you can shoot us a DM on Instagram. The handle is also down in the description. All right, guys. Hope to see you inside the community. Let's get back to the video.
The research that we were looking at highlighted that I think, the key to success on Instagram is all about that, really targeted approach, I think.
Yeah, and the first step, according to, what we were looking at is defining your audience.
Right. Like, who are you actually trying to reach?
Mhm.
It's tempting, I think, to just cast this, super wide net,
Right.
but that's often a recipe, like, for wasted effort, right?
Right.
So instead, like, imagine you're that, that fitness influencer we discussed, right?
Yeah.
Would they spend like all their time messaging people who only care about like vintage stamps?
Definitely not. No, that's like trying to sell ice to penguins, right?
Exactly. So you need to pinpoint the people who are already interested in what you offer,
Yeah.
right? So look at their profiles, their interests, what are they already engaging with? That's your target audience.
So once you know who you're talking
Mhm.
to, like you have to craft a message that actually resonates.
Yeah.
The source really emphasized the craft part of crafting a message.
Yeah.
What makes a message stand out to you when someone sends you a message?
I think it's like you said before, it's about like treating it like a real conversation, not,
Right.
not like a billboard.
Yeah.
Like people can just like smell a generic template a mile away.
Totally.
Remember that example from the source where like the person didn't even bother to change the company name in the message?
Ouch. Yeah. Definitely not the way to make a good first impression.
No, not at all.
Right.
A good message is tailored, it's personalized, it speaks directly to the recipient's interests, and it offers them something of value.
Right.
Think about like what piques your interest. When you're online, it's probably not, when someone's like bombarding you with a sales pitch.
Right. No, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm way more likely to like respond if someone's like demonstrating like genuine interest or offering like a really helpful insight. It's just like that time someone reached out to me after I posted about like struggling with this design concept, and they actually took the time to look at my work and they offered some really like specific advice.
Yeah, see, that's a perfect that's exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
And lastly, I think don't underestimate the power of, organization.
Right.
The source mentioned using tags. Do you use tags?
Oh yeah, it's a game changer.
Okay.
Especially when you're managing multiple conversations, right?
Yeah.
Imagine like having a filing system, but for your messages. So you can tag people based on their interests, where they are in the outreach process, or even just to like remind yourself to follow up.
Exactly. You're not just like, randomly contacting people and hoping for the best. Yeah, it adds that extra layer of, I think, personalization, and it ensures that your follow-up is really relevant and timely as well.
So we've talked about, targeting the right audience, crafting those compelling messages, and that brings us to putting it all together, right? How does the automation magic actually happen?
Okay, so imagine this, the automation tool is like this virtual assistant.
Right.
And it's taking over your browser window, right?
Yeah.
It's sending out your carefully crafted messages, right? At a controlled rate, always staying within, those Instagram limits.
Right.
And it can even like, mimic human behavior by adding those like randomized delays between messages.
Oh wow.
So it doesn't look like a robot is running the show.
So it's like having like someone manage your outreach like 204/7, but without violating any of Instagram's, rules and regulations.
Precisely. It's all about working with the platform,
Right.
not trying to outsmart it. And that's a crucial distinction, I think, when it comes to ethical automation.
Yeah. Now, direct messaging isn't the be all and end all of Instagram, right?
Yeah.
The source material also like delved into some best practices for success.
Yeah.
Beyond just sending out, DMs.
Yeah, because even with a perfect outreach strategy, right? You need to make sure that your overall, presence on the platform is top notch.
Yeah, it's like your Instagram is your storefront, right?
Exactly.
Like, is it inviting?
Yeah.
Is it clear what you offer?
So totally.
Who you serve?
Right, because you could send like the most amazing DM in the world, but if someone, clicks through to your profile and it's just like this jumbled mess,
Yeah.
they're probably not gonna like stick around.
Right. No, totally.
So that's why it's like super crucial to invest in that high quality content, those engaging visuals, and just having like a clear brand identity. Because remember, like people are on Instagram to be inspired, to be entertained, to be informed.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for you. Are you a content creator, entrepreneur, or business owner struggling to turn your social media pages into lead generating machines and then turning those leads into paying customers? If that sounds like you, what if I told you that with the advent of AI and automation tools, you can now create viral content in minutes versus weeks and create leads that turn into sales completely on autopilot without having to pay
thousands of dollars in high-end consultation fees to marketing agencies or high-ticket coaches with large upfront fees and long-term contracts. You don't have to do any of that. Let me introduce you to the pre-launch of Tasty Robots, the first online accelerator community that's going to teach you how to unlock our proven proprietary content community conversion framework to create content and grow your leads on autopilot using simple AI automations. Now, this is the same strategy and framework that we use to grow our YouTube channel to over 50K subscribers in under 90 days. So as a member, not only are we going to walk you through our systems step by step, but you also get access to custom-built prompt libraries and GPTs for business growth, deep dives into the AI tools that we use for our business and the strategies that we use with those tools, step-by-step how-to guides for Make and Zapier automation systems to boost operations, automated AI, IG, Facebook, SMS booking bots, AI calling systems, drip sequences, live coaching, Zoom calls and workshops covering AI automation, business growth, social media, paid ads, email marketing, everything you're going to need to grow your online brand or business in the coming year. And lastly, as a bonus for joining our pre-launch membership, today we're going to be giving you guys free access to High Level, the #1 software for lead automation and conversion. This bonus alone is worth over like 1K. We use High Level every single day. It's a super powerful tool. So we're giving you guys that today for free. And if you want to find out more, simply click on the link in the description below.
So make sure your content's like providing that value.
So it's really about weaving that compelling story across, your entire Instagram presence.
Yeah.
Your profile, your posts, your stories, your interact. It's all part of, creating that cohesive and engaging brand experience.
100%. Yeah. And that's where I think the real magic happens, because when you combine this strategic and ethical approach to automation with that genuine commitment to providing value and building those relationships, that's when you unlock, I think, the true potential of Instagram.
Yeah.
It becomes less about collecting those leads, and it becomes more about fostering a community around your brand.
So to wrap things up, it seems like if you approach it strategically, authentically, Instagram can be this really powerful tool for connecting with your ideal audience and growing your business.
100%. And I think as you embark on your Instagram journey, right, remember, at its core, Instagram is all about connection, right?
Right.
So as you experiment with different, strategies and tools, never lose sight of that human element. Stay curious, stay engaged, and most importantly, be yourself.
Awesome. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.